I had to get calamansi. I ran out of calamansi. They had the freshest calamansi I've seen in, I don't know, it's been a long time since I've seen big ones like this and the same color green. So I bought a kilo of these because aside from water, the only thing I'm consuming is the calamansi juice, which is part of my water only fasting diet. So I did go to the city. I did have my blood pressure checked. I did have my weight checked, and I did talk to the doctor about my water only fast, and he asked me a few questions that he asks me every time, and he has no problem at all with what I'm doing. As long as I had told him I'm taking my multivitamin, and I asked him, I bought Kirkland vitamins. Are the Kirkland vitamins any different than any other vitamin? And his response was, all vitamins are basically the same, multivitamins. So then I told him about the magnesium L-thornate that I'm taking, and he asked me if I had a movement, and I said no. He said, well, that would be a normal response. So he said, when was the last time you ate any food? And I told him 38 days ago, because yesterday was 38 days. So he said, what have you eaten? Have you eaten anything? And then I had the calamansi in my pocket, in my bag, and I showed him. I told him, every once in a while, I will take a calamansi like this. I will take the little stem off the top, and then every once in a while, I will take this whole calamansi, and I showed him, and I will eat it. Like that. And that made him laugh to watch my face contort from the sourness. These are fresh calamansi. That made him laugh. And the secretaries and the nurses. And they just looked at me laughing. Because one thing that I do when I go to the hospital is make those people laugh about something. So I have that ability, whereas they know I'm going to say something silly every time. Like when they weighed me, I said to the nurse, first I was hanging on, there's a shelf over the scale. I had my hand on the shelf. So I was taking about 10 kilos off the weight of my body. And she weighed me out at 94 kilos. And I looked at her, I said, there's something wrong. She goes, what do you mean? I says, well, I was 121 and a half kilos on my chart. She said, yes. I said, how could I lose 30 kilos? I don't know, sir. I says, are you sure? Because the last time I went on a scale at the ICM mall, I weighed 32 kilos. And she said, oh, like that. But then she realized I was kidding. Then I took my hand off the shelf. I said, let's try that again. So we weighed 102 kilos. I'm down, well, with my shoes on, I weighed 103. So I'm down another kilo from 3 days ago. And I'm down a solid now 10 inches plus off my waist. So the doctor said, what are you consuming? I said, just every couple of days I eat a calamansi, but sometimes I eat the meat when I squeeze out the juice for roughage. And he didn't have anything to say about that. He just said, okay. Any headaches? No. Any nausea? No. Any dizziness? No. He said, come back in 30 days. So what I want to talk to you people about now is tomorrow I'm going to give you a big reveal about my actual plans for the breatharian diet. And we're going to discuss who has been a breatharian, who can be a breatharian, and what it takes to be a breather, a breatharian breather, to absorb the nutrients and minerals that you need out of the atmosphere without consuming even the calamansi. Even I'm going to have to end the calamansi meat from the skin. Even I'm going to have to stop drinking water, or I'm going to try. So tomorrow I will discuss who could be a breatharian, how long it takes for the practice to be a breatharian, how many people are registered breatharians. And you have to go to Australia to sit inside a room for 10 days whilst they examine your vitals. So I'm going to have to go to Australia once I get this breatharian thing down. I have to go to a certain clinic there. And I'll show you now. Well, that was a good calamansi. I just got an effervescent burp from the calamansi, plus the aroma, the aromatic flavor of the calamansi. That was one of the best calamansi I've ever eaten. So I don't do that every day, though. Yesterday I did it for the doctor. Today I did it for you, my flock, my constituents, my fanboys. I did this for you. And if your name was Gene, I would have done it for you, Gene. So let's go back up here. Let's take a look at what it takes to be a breatharian. This guy here, this guy is a registered breatharian. He has not, oh, look at that. What a good-looking man he is. He has not eaten anything at all. He hasn't eaten anything in 70 years. Now, I would like to shoot for a goal of not eating anything for 70 years, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I just don't think it's going to be possible. Well, let's find that guy's guapo face. He's a very guapo man. And this is what he looks like after not eating food or drinking anything for 70 years. Look at this guy. He's a picture of health. A picture of health. Look at that. Look at that guapo. Guapo means handsome man. I wish I could remember where that picture is. Here it is, right here. Oh, there it is. Look at this guapo. Guapo. Look at that. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Those are the eyes of a 77-year-old man. Healthy 77-year-old man. And look at the title. Look at the title. This man has not eaten in 70 years. Now, if I could do a breatharian thing, and I could not eat for 70 years, that would make me 137 years old. I would be doing good. Well, let me go back over here to my. Oh, yeah. I got another thing I wanted to show you. I got a guy out there. Let's call him the Sith, the Dark Sith. He has flagged every single one of my water only fasting videos. In fact, I know it's him because he was away. Supposedly, he was at a party for the whole day a few days ago. And when he got home, my videos for that day had not been flagged. I did an upload on the water fast only. I think it was day 35. So the videos had not been flagged. When he got home from this so-called party that he didn't take a video of because he's a photographer, 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 of my videos were flagged for ineligible to earn ADSENSE. So this is what the Dark Sith does in his free time. Now, we're going to go down. This one, Philippines driver's license, this one was flagged, but the monetary ADSENSE came back on yesterday afternoon, but it was flagged for 24 hours. This one, the Bohol Fresh Fish live stream, this one was flagged. This one, the monetary came back on within an hour after I requested a review. Now, all my videos were flagged, every single one of them. Every live stream was flagged. You think this guy has anything else to do besides flag videos? Now, this one, I did not request a review in this video because there was a couple of people that put stuff in the chat that was questionable. Plus, it was 4 hours. And who knows what was put in the chat. I don't see all the chat. It was probably something that was put in the chat. But that was 10 days ago. September 12th. That was 8 days ago, 7 days ago. So all of these videos were flagged. When the Dark Sith got home from the party, they were all in the green like this one here. And like the driver's license onward down, all of them were in the green. The Dark Sith got home from the party, so-called party, the party where he said that he made a video, but the camera was upside down. Yeah, from a photographer, and you believe that? I don't believe it. But he can say whatever he wants. But now, so the Dark Sith said, I have to take a break. And he disappeared for about 20 minutes. And all 3 of these videos got flagged in that 20-minute time. So this was day 34, this was day 35, this was day 38, and this was also day 34. The driver's license video, or day 33. This one got flagged and back up with ADSENSE on it in a matter of about an hour. Also, this one, the Bohol Fresh Fish, came back in an hour. So these 5 videos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, were flagged when the Dark Sith took his break for about 20 minutes. He disappeared. So this just proves that the Dark Sith doesn't do anything but spend his time trying to destroy other people's ADSENSE and their channels. That's true. So 5 videos in a matter of 22 minutes got flagged. 2 came back on within a few hours. This one, I requested a review on the 17th. Today is the 19th. This one, I requested a review on the 17th as well, on the 18th, because I just didn't see that. I must have missed it. and this one is still live. So here, in a matter of a few minutes after this live stream is over, the Dark Sith will flag this video, and I will show you something. I will show you that every video has come back. I don't know that I want to show you my Gmail, but every video Gmail sent me a notice for, stating that your video has been reviewed and is now eligible for ADSENSE. So at no time did the video become ineligible for ADSENSE. What happened was the video became ineligible for ADSENSE on a normal platform, but anybody with YouTube Red, still I could earn money from that. I'm not going to show you all of these. Okay, I'm going to show you this section right here. See this right here? Your video is suitable for all advertisers right here. LTO passed. I passed my LTO, my driver's license online exam. Thanks for your report to YouTube. 3 of your videos are suitable for advertisement. 2 of your videos are suitable for advertisement. Your video is suitable for advertisement. Your video is suitable for advertisement. Your video is suitable for advertisement. So you can see clearly someone is flagging them, and every video comes back as suitable for advertisement. So what you have to ask yourself is, why would somebody be so obsessed with trying to take away a few pennies of advertisement? Do you realize this man spends days, months, years of his life trying to destroy other people's ADSENSE and their channels? And for him, he believes that's a worthwhile quest. So even if my videos got 1,000 views over the course of a month, that would only take away about $6.40. But YouTube is really quick with getting them back up online and making money. So no video has ever lasted more than 2 days under review. So under 2 days under review, it's about 40 views for those 3 videos, 120 views, let's say. 120 views, if 1,000 views earns you $6.40. What is 1/10 of that? 65 cents. So a man goes through the trouble of 12-minute flagging something for 12 minutes, 5 times. He spends an hour of his life flagging my videos to prevent me from making 65 cents. And every video comes back within 12 minutes, within an hour, let's say, sometimes 2 hours, or sometimes maximum 36 hours. So imagine a man spends hours of his life to try to take away 65 cents from my channel. Imagine what a worthless endeavor that is. And imagine being so angry that you would spend hours to flag a video to cost somebody 65 cents. Imagine not having anything else to do in life but to spend an hour. That's just my channel. Imagine spending hours every day of your life. I'm talking about every day, flagging people's videos all day long. Doing nothing but flagging people's videos all day long. That is his life. The Dark Sith is an expert. Scott Del Fuego and I kid around that he's got a long form made out for every type of flagging, and he knows exactly how to flag videos. That he's got a program up. FAZIO said the Dark Sith. He's talking about me. And then he goes on to explain to YouTube how this fella talks about somebody named the Dark Sith in a video 3 months ago. And then he gives you YouTube the links, and it was me he was talking about. I'm the Dark Sith. Well, he would have to admit that he's the Dark Sith. Imagine being him. Now, yesterday, where did I go? I went up to Publishon. I left the house all by myself, walked. I walked 3 miles yesterday. I went to about 7 different locations, all by myself. I'm not afraid to walk to the beach. I'm not afraid to walk through a puddle. I'm not afraid to go to the hospital by myself. But imagine somebody that doesn't do anything at all except sit at a computer and talk about, oh, I also had my leg wound looked at. Everything is good. It's in the mending phase. The doctor said everything looks good. I have that checked up on about once every 2 weeks. 2 thumbs up on that. But then the Dark Sith will talk about a person's mole on a person's face and how he should get that fixed. The Dark Sith will talk about somebody being overweight and how they should eat 1 less meal a day. The Dark Sith will talk about how a person biologically has a double chin, and he should do something about that. What would make the Dark Sith talk about a genetic aspect, maybe maybe he inherited a slight double chin. It's not even noticeable. Maybe he just inherited that gene from his parent or from his grandfather, and he has a small double chin. And the Dark Sith spends minutes talking about the man who has a double chin and he has 2 moles on his face. Doesn't he know what those moles are? Why doesn't he remove those moles? Well, there's lots of people that have moles that they don't remove them. There's millions of people, millions of movie actresses and actors have moles on their face. That guy that played the famous actor, I don't necessarily follow him much. I don't watch, but he was in a lot of movies. An Italian actor, I forget his name. He's got a big mole on his lip. That's been his forte for 45 years. He's had that mole, and it doesn't affect his acting. Matter of fact, now that he's gotten much older, you know that it's that actor. I forgot the guy's name. I don't really care. I just wanted to show you how many videos have been flagged Your video is suitable for all advertisers. 1, this is just from September 9th, 1 video, 2 videos, 3 videos, 4, 5 videos, 6, 7, 8 videos, 9 videos, 10 videos. 10 videos in 6 days were flagged. And each time you flag it, it takes 12 or 13 or 14 minutes. Imagine having nothing to do in your life other than to flag people's videos. That is a sad statement. Hold on a minute. Louis Pagan Ponce. Hold on a minute. I got to get a video up. Hold on. I'm getting there now. The epitaph. His epitaph should read, "Here lies the dark Sith, world-renowned YouTube video flagger, surpassed by none, copied by none, liked by none. A human battery in the Philippines, baby." Okay, so let's save this, and now we're going to go to the live stream, and then I'll read the comments now, because I see Louis Pagan Ponce. Okay, so the Dark Sith. B.J. Smith always has something. Okay. Matt Engel ringing. I don't know what that means. B.J. Smith, give her the old Italian tune-up on the Ferrari. She will run smooth as a top. Congrats on the weight loss. Thank you, B.J. Smith. I'm sorry I didn't get to the comments earlier, but I like to do my monologue first. So let's yeah, now we're at 42 pounds in 39 days. Robert De Niro, that's the man. Robert De Niro. Now, Robert De Niro has had that. Thank you very much, B.J. Smith. So thank you. Robert De Niro has had that mole on his face for. I actually met Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Sylvester Stallone at the same party at a loft in Manhattan, downtown Soho, in the Village area. My cousin Gary Swanson, GaryWsANSON, Gary Swanson, who is now a director and a playwright. He was on one of those daytime soap operas. I forget which one. But he used to take me to these parties where, before Sylvester Stallone, Al Pacino, and Robert De Niro became famous, they hung out with each other back in the 70s. Now, this had to be the 70s because it was when I was working on Hot Shot, and I can't tell you his name, Hot Shot's house in Oceanside, Long Island. Now, if I told you his name, you could look up his name. You could see how many years he spent in jail. And then the Dark Sith would do all the research on the Hot Shot and say, look, this is Fazio's friend. Look at what he did. Look at why he went to jail. These are the people that Fazio stayed with. Those are the people I grew up with. And those are the people whose houses I did construction on. Yes, that's true. Hot Shot was a very, 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 very famous man. Scott Del Fuego can attest to that. The Hot Shot did stuff. When the Hot Shot did something, you read about it. And that was the guy whose houses I refurbished. kitchens, bathrooms, custom dormers, sheetrock, walls. The hot shot was, for me, one of my best friends. But the hot shot did some crazy stuff. Mike, you are an angel. You give the little fella purpose in life. Without the FAZIO, the dodo bird would be fully extinct. You are a good man, sir. Thank you, Lewis. We should highlight that in blue. There you go. It's been highlighted. So, I'll read it again. Mike, you are an angel. Notice the penmanship. Mike, comma, proper. You are an angel, exclamation point. That's a full sentence. You give the little fella, quote unquote, purpose in life, exclamation point. Another proper sentence with context. Without the FAZIO, comma, the dodo bird would be fully extinct, exclamation point. Another proper sentence. You are a good man, sir. So all of those sentences have context and proper sentence structure. The dodo bird, if you could see some of his private writings to my ex-landlord and to me, you would realize why Lewis calls him the dodo bird. At best, some people have, well, I don't know, to say 6th grade education, writing ability. So writing, there are different categories. When I was going to be a police officer, I had to take what is called the TABE, TABE. You have to take a TABE score to see what you're reading, writing, comprehension, reading comprehension, penmanship, and or sentence structure. That's for your reading. Then you had to see what your math level was. So let's just say I took a test for math. Math I got back in 1993, a 12th grade math level. Because I forgot what algebra and geometry was, and that's on the test to be a police officer. You don't use it after that, but you have to know it. So I had a 12th grade math, but TABE, my TABE test for reading comprehension was college level. So you read a story and you surmise what the story means. That was college level. But my writing skills, comma, apostrophes, periods, full sentence, context, paragraph structure, 6th grade. 6th grade. So I could comprehend what I was reading, but I couldn't write about it. So I know that even though I was in my 40s, I was 38. Even though I was 38, I had a 6th grade ability to write, college level comprehension, and high school 12th grade level math. Now those tape tests are in one of my boxes, but that's all besides the point. So when I say that people on YouTube, when I read their writings, I know what proper writing is. I don't know how to do it. But some people have a 4th or 5th or 6th grade writing skill set, which is why they don't do what I do in the, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hey, Lewis, Lewis is back. Let's see what Lewis has to say. See, I do something. At best, he has a 4th grade writing ability. At best, 4th grade is not given much, but I would have to agree. So let me show you what I'm talking about, what I do that the dodo bird does not do. Um, let's go back here. Oh, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to my videos. I'm going to give you what I do. Now, this is all bologna and cheese, by the way, but I do this. Look, see this? Watch this. See this? I put in the description box, I actually put a description in the description box. The dodo bird does not have the ability to do that because he doesn't understand. He can't write a proper sentence or paragraph. Now, although this is all, it's a joke, actually. I am making a joke in the description box. Watch what I am doing. Question to my flock. Now, I don't have a flock. Question to my flock. Riddle me this, Batman. Of course, that's a joke. Have you ever seen the sheet, S-H-E-E-T, sheet as in bed sheet, healer, in the water? Yep, I spelled that wrong. In the water. In the beautiful Philippines beaches, even up to his knees. Let's put a question mark there. Okay, even up to his knees. A man, a dodo bird of all birds, is a waterfowl, a kind of a waterfowl. They live in the water. Well, they drink water. Well, I don't know anything about dodo birds. I know about the two-legged kind. Well, they're all two-legged. I know about the dodo bird in the Philippines. Have you ever seen the dodo bird in the water swimming? No. But the dodo bird constantly says that Michael Thomas Fazio doesn't do anything. Well, the dodo bird is referring to my current channel. The dodo bird is referring to my current channel. But I do have multiple videos on my current channel about the dodo bird to refute the dodo bird, to refute his accusations, false accusations. But that's all the dodo bird has, is false accusations. Now, there are thousands of videos on my other channel, all of which are buried somewhere in YouTube. I can't even see them myself because YouTube only shows you 2,000 videos. And then after that, if you don't have an exact title with the periods and paragraph structure of the title, you cannot see. You cannot see your videos. So I lost the internet. Oh, man. I lost the internet. All right, let's go here. So the dodo bird says Fazio doesn't do. I do more on any given week than the dodo bird does in 5 months. Now, is the dodo bird a blogger? No, he's not a blogger. Is he blah, 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 an expert in blah, blah, blah? Yes, he's an expert in blah, blah, blah. Does the dodo bird show you anything of the Philippines? No, he only exists to belittle other YouTubers, and that is what he excels at. He is, by definition, of John Blaze, the dark Sith of YouTube. His life, his existence, his whole consciousness only exists to hurt, harm, or destroy other people's feelings. That's his life. And as far as telling the truth about what he's talking about, that never happened. That never happened. In fact, he has to say in every show, I'm the only blogger on YouTube that tells you the truth. That's not true. That in and of itself is a dodo bird quote. I tell you the truth. The dodo bird. That's why the dodo bird doesn't get super chat. And by the way, if you're a dodo bird and you mentioned super chat 52 times in 17 minutes, I guess I'm not. Watch this. I'm gonna be a dodo bird for the next minute and a half. I guess I'm not gonna get super chat. I am a dodo bird. I guess I'm not gonna get any super chat. Boy, you guys are a tough audience. I give you show after show. I take the time out of my life to give you shows, and you don't compensate me for my time. Do you people realize I was forcing you at one time to give me donations to make a comment? Do you realize I don't do that anymore? You should be grateful. I don't charge you anymore to make comments. I have stopped that policy. You should be grateful for me for using the mandatory $5 per comment. You should be grateful that I don't demand super chat every time I want you to make a comment. You should be grateful I let you comment on my page without collecting super chat. That is the philosophy of the dodo bird. That is a dodo bird, a mechanism to get you to say it enough times where you got some worthless bloggers on now that want to see their name on the dodo bird screen, but not to give the dodo bird money, to give the dodo bird more incentive to continue being the best dodo bird he can be. 52 times in 17 minutes he mentioned super chat. Okay, honey, 1 minute. Give me a moment, please. I'm coming, honey. Nana, right now. Okay, give me a moment. Good morning, Nana. Mayan Buntag. Nana, you count. Yep, wrong, wait, wrong one. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. I'll be back in a minute, folks. You guys, hold on a minute. My Nana is here. I'll be right back. Whoa! There's super chat right there. Okay. Nana. Okay. Hello. You count. Okay? Okay, you sign here? Right there, honey. Okay? You like your picture? The portrait? Beautiful, yeah, guapa? Yeah, baby. Beautiful. Salamat. Very happy. Okay, honey. I'm gonna stop by and say hello later. Okay? You have a nice day, sweetheart. I'll talk to you later. 5 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna go take a picture of the picture I took for Nanai. I'm gonna make a video of the picture on the wall at Nanai's house because the dodo bird said he never gave Nanai the money. Oh my God, that guy, he don't stop with the lies. So does the dodo bird have the ability to tell the truth? I believe his ability to tell the truth is fading fast. That there are other I believe there are other factions that he loses his ability to comprehend reality for one reason or another. A lot of that could do with, well, okay, so look, I don't know much about vitamins, but the dodo bird is the vitamin expert. But he's not. He's not a vitamin expert because the dodo bird said that if I take 2,000 milligrams of magnesium L-threonate, that's too much. And it will make me go to the bathroom. And it will dehydrate me. Do I look dehydrated? I took 4,000 milligrams 2 days ago to check the dodo bird's knowledge of magnesium. 4,000 in the morning with my coffee. 4,000. Two of these pills I took. Now, two. See, that's two. 1, 2. Dodo bird, 1, 2. Thank God dodo birds only have one egg, one child, one egg. Anyway, the dodo bird said that if he takes 2,000 milligrams of magnesium threonate, magnesium lima threonate, he will dehydrate. Do I look dehydrated? Do I sound tired? Do I look weak? No, I look 42 pounds lighter in 39 days. That's what I look. Now, I'm not losing weight as fast as I was because the first 6 or 7 pounds, the dodo bird, he said it himself, is water. After that, it's weight and fat. It's body mass and fat. That's what the dodo bird said. But moving past that, so was the dodo bird right about the magnesium L-threonate making me go to the bathroom and have a movement? No, he was not. I took 4,000 milligrams of magnesium. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I just took it and didn't feel any different. Nothing happened. So does the dodo bird know about magnesium threonate? No, he does not. So what I believe is happening is the dodo bird, based on what I've seen, he has about 40 bottles of pills. I think the dodo bird misjudged which pills to take with which other pills to take. And I think from the vitamins that the dodo bird is consuming, which are many, there was probably 40 jars of pills he laid out one day. I think the dodo bird has mixed and matched the vitamins that he has. And the vitamins have caused a reduction in his mental cognitive abilities. That's what I believe. And is it possible that the vitamins do that? I don't know. It's just a theory. But the dodo bird, he definitely said that he has multiple. He takes the blue tea, number one, the blue tea. Then there's a blue tea with coumalumin or something like that, culmin. Then there's turmeric that's in the blue tea. Then there's another kind of tea, which is a Chinese tea. So those are 4 different types of tea and 4 different types of ingredients. Just there's 8 different chemicals. Then he takes, he has the best multivitamins, much better than Kirkland, which is top of the line, Kirkland vitamin. These are the best. This is the best vitamin that money can buy, the Kirkland vitamin. Not exactly, but it's at the top. Costco in America sells Kirkland vitamins. That's their name brand. So Costco is a major supplier of vitamins, and therefore the doctor said any vitamin will work. I took a name brand from Costco, on sale, half price, $10 a bottle still. 100 pills was $10 plus shipping. These were 10 cents each, these vitamins. These are not cheap vitamins. These are good vitamins. 10 cents each. $10, but I didn't just stop there. I bought 2 bottles. 200 vitamins I bought. Because the dodo bird said, you need to have vitamins. So I went on and got vitamins, and then the dodo bird changed his philosophical point of view and said, those are the wrong vitamins. Those are the cheap vitamins. There's no satisfying the dodo bird. It's not going to happen. The dodo bird said, you're too fat, FAZIO, for 3 years. So what does fat FAZIO do? He goes out and loses 40 pounds. Now fat FAZIO has only 12 days before he will expire, according to the dodo bird. Because at the 12-day mark, then it would have been 50 days without eating. The fat FAZIO will have to expire by day 50 because the dodo bird says so. Now, I see Super Chat. That means we're going to bang a pot and we're going to make a dodo bird song. That's right. The first dodo bird song ever on history of YouTube. So, the dodo bird said FAZIO will expire on day 50. The dodo bird, he's projecting his stupidity. The dodo bird has so many theories he can't keep track of. Fat FAZIO will never lose the weight is something the dodo bird said. And now that fat FAZIO is losing the weight, the dodo bird has upped his level of hate. The dodo bird is now in the full hate mode because FAZIO is on the diet mode. Ding, ding, ding. The dodo bird, ding, ding, ding. The dodo bird, ding, ding, ding. The dodo bird is full of hate. The dodo bird can never be happy. The dodo bird will never be happy. He reminds me of the song by Billy Joel. Angry young man has sucked up his soul. Just like the movie with Patrick Swayze called Ghost. When he expires, the demons will come from the sewers and take his host or soul. One of the greatest movies to ever exist was the movie Ghost, starring Patrick Swayze. Because that's what's gonna happen to the dodo bird full of hate, where he spews his hate everywhere. He doesn't care. No matter where, there's hate enough for everyone. The dodo bird. The dodo bird is also if you remember, says he doesn't get along with his neighbors. Yeah, okay. Freebird, welcome to the machine. Dodo Bird, I see it. I see it, says the BJ said. The only bird worth something is Freebird. That's great. The neighbors are all outside giggling. Que pasa, Freebird? I'm broke. We are in a bind. That's okay, Freebird. You have been very good to me, Freebird. Thank you. So, the Dodo Bird. So we should actually admonish the Dodo Bird. He gives me something to talk about. And as Louis Pagan Pond stated earlier, without me, the Dodo Bird would lose half his content. So nothing that the Dodo Bird has ever said is true. The Dodo Bird said, I lived with Daisy May for 6 years and I never consummated the relationship. The Dodo Bird, his information, his mindset is totally worthless, invalid, and useless, which is what his life is based upon. Lies, deceits, half-truths, and now he has become the most prolific e-beggar on YouTube, mentioning Super Chat 52 times in 17 minutes a few days ago and getting none, and then stating after 17 minutes, if you people think I'm going to stay on YouTube all day and wait for a Super Chat, you're wrong. I'm going to end this stream. After he mentioned why you should give him Super Chat 52 times in 17 minutes, he quit the live stream saying, I don't need your Super Chat. Contradiction? Yes. Lies, deceits, half-truths? Probably. Ignorance? Certainly. And then, of course, there is the manufactured hate from the misalignment of the vitamins, where he wants to go and do this and do that and do this and do that. That video was under the mayor's video. Those are 3 videos, 3 in a row, 3 days in a row. There were hate streams, manufactured hate, non-manufactured hate, the loss of mental cognitive abilities. I don't know which, but those videos where he wants to go out and do bodily harm to people, he loses his touch with reality for 10, 15 minutes at a time. Never does get it back, but realizes at some point that he's lost his cognitive ability skills, and then goes on to Super Chat. You don't give me Super Chat. You think I care about your Super Chat? I don't need your Super Chat. And then he collects Super Chat for one thing and uses it for another, which is perfectly legal. Perfectly legal. I can tell you I'm going to collect Super Chat to give to Nanai and then not give it to Nanai, and you have no recourse. I don't have to give that money to Nanai because I collected it for Nanai. I don't have to give it to her, but I did, and it's in video format. And then because Nanai doesn't want her face in the video, we didn't see him give it to Nanai. You're a moron. You're a dodo bird. Because Nanai's face is not in any of my videos, and I only showed her house, her sons, her feet, her kitchen, her living room, her cook, her wet kitchen, because I only showed that but not her face. Therefore, and the 5,000 pesos in the vase, that negates, because her face wasn't in there. She took the vase out of my hands, said thank you very much. This is just one of the monumental lies by the dodo bird. that he refuses to stop making up these nonsensical stories? Does he do it for views? Does he do it because he's stupid? Does he do it for the drama? You're going to have to decide that for yourselves. But one thing for sure, none of what he says is true. The money that was collected to give to the locals is no longer going to the locals, and that's allowed. He could do what he wants with the money. The money that he wants to get to build up to a certain amount of money so that he can have a proper amount of money for his check that drops from Google to his account. Do you know what that amount of money is? He's this close, according to my calculations, from $1,000 in Super Chat. He's this close. That is his goal. He's this close. He wants to mentally achieve $1,000 in Super Chat. I've kept a record of his Super Chat. I've kept a pretty darn good record. Just the Super Chat that he collected to give to the children at Christmas, that was 35,000 pesos. And the money before that was about 28,000 pesos. 35 turns into 25 after the taxes are taken out, and 28 turns into about 24. So 24 and 25 is 49. He's at 49,000 pesos in the last 2 months. That's his goal, to get 1,000 for August and September, or July and August. That was his goal. That's why he's pushing for Super Chat. So this month's Super Chat would be right at the $500 range. Last month's would be above the $500 range. $1,000 in Super Chat for the dodo bird is not enough. Not enough. So if you people want to feed the dodo bird that extra $100 that I estimate he needs, then have at it. I doubt very much that he's going to get that money, because now that he did not give the money to the intended targets, victims of being poor, in the community, now that possibility is over, and we're going to take that money and we're going to do something else with it, nobody has donated to the dodo birds endeavor. All right, so we're done here. We're done. Shut up, you dodo bird, says Louis Pagan Pants. So let's go over here. Free bird. Let's go over here. Yep. So thanks very much for the Super Chat. Freebird has something to say. Freebird is still a member. Okay. I didn't see that before. I'm sorry. Freebird is still a member of my channel. I guess it's multiple months, that means. I'm broke. We are in a bind. No. Dodo Bird Wisdom. Thank you, Freebird. I apologize. Dodo Bird Wisdom is based on making up opinions, then pushing them off as facts. That's, what I need to do is copy that. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to post that comment. Freebird states most multivitamins are the same thing with the same ingredients. I agree, and I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to state that, let's get that pen to the top, because Louis Pagan Pants made an accurate statement. Look at that, pin to the top. Louis Pagan Pants made a statement that's pinned to the top. Where is the top? What happened to the top? What happened to that? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. We got to pin this to the top. We replaced the pin message. Okay. Louis Pagan Punch. Dodo bird wisdom is based on making up opinions, then pushing them off as facts. You know, it gets old. It really gets old listening to this worthless channel, this worthless blogger, talk about the infection on my leg as if I've never done anything about it. You talking about the infection on my leg across the board is definitely one of the lowest points of your life, that you will go so low as to talk about the infection on my leg. Everybody agrees that you are a low-class, low-level blogger. Because can Brevis do anything about the mole that he's had since birth? Should he? I don't think so. But you make fun of Brevis's mole, and then you go on and say that Brevis has the big C. That's wrong. That's just wrong. And I don't even like Brevis. But that's not the point. It's wrong to say that Brevis has the big C. But that's how low class the dodo bird is. Dodo bird, you talk about people getting injured and possibly from some guy called the Masked Avenger that's walking around Cebu. What on earth makes you believe that other people are his target? Or who is his target? Does that person even exist? In your mind, he exists, and he facilitates the hatred and the evil intentions that you have in your mind. He facilitates an avenue for you to sow hate. You talking about the infection on my leg as if I've never done anything about it. I've been to 23 doctors, had four blood workups for that infection, 5 with my operation. I've been to 5 different hospitals. I've been to 23 doctors. Nobody knows what it is. But you have to make an issue out of it. And let me tell you something. If you ever accept my challenge, which Mike Ross talked about the other day, and if by some reason you end up on the canvas, I'm going to stick my leg in front of your face so you could see it. If, of course, you take the FAZIO challenge, which you will talk about everything under the sun or under Satan's purview except the FAZIO challenge. Because that is not something you can control. And you have to be in control. That's the NPD of it all. My God. You have talked about Fat Fazio. You have talked about the infection on Fat Fazio's leg. You have talked about the fact that I wore a skirt because I had a testicle that was that big and that it looked like a woman's. You are the most disgusting, despicable, low-class human being on YouTube, bar none. And if you ever grow what it takes to take the FAZIO challenge, and if you end up on the canvas, I'm going to give you a close-up view of my right leg while they're counting you out. I can't tolerate him anymore, the dodo bird. He is an evil little fellow. You know that Sex Pat Hunter, who actually is against sex pets, said, quote unquote, 2 days ago, FAZIO is a bit eccentric, but you, sir, are pure evil, in the Dodo Birds chat. And then Mike Ross, who's always with the negative with me, said, has the Dodo Bird ever addressed the FAZIO challenge? And the answer, Mike Ross, is no. He's never addressed it. But what the Dodo Bird does is he deflects it. Why doesn't Fat FAZIO go after the biggest liar, the biggest on YouTube, the Giga Ego? Why doesn't he go after him? Why doesn't he want to fight the Giga Ego? See, the Dodo Bird deflects anything away from him so that he doesn't have to face the reality of fighting anybody. The Dodo Bird is going to do this, that, and the other thing to Roberto. Never going to happen. Roberto takes his challenge, the Dodo Bird backs down like a little girl. That was self-preservation. The Dodo Bird knows darn well that Roberto was not going to his house because the Dodo Bird said he has reports on Roberto. So if Roberto goes to his house, the Dodo Bird can have his wife, the children that are at the house, his neighbor who lied on an affidavit about something else, and himself, 4 witnesses against Roberto's, standing in front of his house and say anything he wants, because the Dodo Bird makes up stories after stories after stories. And then the Dodo Bird has these people sign an affidavit. He had people sign an affidavit against me or help someone else with an affidavit against me, which was proven to be false. He's done it before. He'll do it again. So if Roberto was stupid enough to go to his house and yell out, hey, come on outside, there would be 5 people against Roberto's, maybe 1 witness. Roberto could get in trouble. But why does the Dodo Bird want everybody to go to his house? Because the Dodo Bird has reports, monumental reports on everybody. Why? Because the Dodo Bird is so paranoid that people are going to go to his house that he preemptively gives false reports, in my opinion. He made false reports about me. He swore that he saw the videos that were tried to use against me in a court of law. And he didn't. And he didn't see them when they were posted. And neither did his other witness. Neither did the neighbor ever see me drive by the house. But the neighbor swore out an affidavit, according to the Dodo Bird. And even if I drove by the house, I spoke with the police before I left even Bahal. Is it okay if I drive by somebody's house and make a video? They said, of course. But you cannot stop and harass them. So there was no harassment. I never made a video of his house. It was never on my channel. There was no face in the video. What does the Dodo Bird come up with? The Dodo Bird says, a guy that he claims is me, which is not me. A guy posts a video on another channel, an unrelated channel to myself, of a drive-by of the Dodo Bird's mansion, which is not 3,700 square feet, by the way, and the Dodo Bird knows this. He posts a video of a guy driving by the Dodo Bird's mansion, and in the video he puts some laughter, a laugh track in the video, because I heard the video. And the Dodo Bird went to the police and swore out an affidavit that that was Fat FAZIO's laugh. So by the definition, the Dodo Bird knows you're not allowed to use a video if there's no face in it, but the Dodo Bird swore out an affidavit that a video with no face and only some laughter in the background was definitely Fat Fazio's laugh. That's a dodo bird. God almighty, that guy is stupid. Stupid, I say. Now, I gotta go. Make 'em lick it, says Freebird. Ha! I never thought about that. Wow. Imagine that. Boy, oh boy. Making fun of somebody's injuries. Making fun of a mole on somebody's face. Making fun of Ruby Gallars. Making fun of Dimples. Making fun of that other lady he calls Skeletor. You made fun of every single person's woman on YouTube, and you want Super Chat, and you believe you're worthy of Super Chat to make fun of somebody else's physical injuries or setbacks. That lady, Ruby Gallars, who does the best she can, and you make fun of her for years. You're a worthless, low-class blogger. You're a dodo bird. And you still have addressed every single issue. My leg, my swollen testicle, my skin that's hanging down from my face like a candle. You dodo bird, have addressed every issue on YouTube except the FAZIO challenge. Because you don't have what it takes. And we're going to find that out. We're going to find that out. We're going to find that out. I'm going to give you 90 days to train. And I'm going to take 90 days to train. And we're going to put a legitimate, rent a ring with a ring doctor and a ring bell ringer if you will take the FAZIO challenge, and we're going to go settle this once and for all. But you don't have, as an old expression, you don't have the boys my mother was born with. And that's the end of my stream. Can you imagine the crap he has already said about the slob, but not on his channel or to any of us out of fear from crap he said about the slob? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He said a lot of stuff, but he won't show his face. Oh, yeah, he does that. He does that on other people's channels so he could get away with it. Because he, as I just previously stated, and this is, I'm going to end this stream. As I previously stated, he doesn't have the boys that my mother was born with. He will never take the FAZIO challenge. That challenge has been 5 years now. He's wormed out of it every year for 5 years. Well, I couldn't do it for 2 years because of the swollen testy. But now we're good to go. We're good to go. Oh, and then there was that, he's too fat. I'm afraid he'll sit on me. So when I lose the fat, then there will be no excuses other than the dodo bird. He'll come up with something. He bought the program, the Google excuse program. What excuse can I use today? How can I excuse myself from fighting Fat Fazio? How can I excuse myself? And Google will come up with 100 excuses. The program is an excuse program. Why didn't I do my homework? Well, the dog ate the homework. The homework got wet. You left your books in your father's car and your father went to Connecticut. You left the books and your dog chewed up the books with your homework in it. You left the books in school. You fell down and lost that homework assignment. The Google excuse is a Google excuse app that will give you any excuse. In a matter of seconds, you can generate 100 excuses. What will be the excuse not to take the FAZIO challenge when the weight is lost? What will be the excuse at that time? Rain? It's too hot? What will be the excuse? Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Louis Pagan-Ponce. Nobody makes fun of his mental issues. That's true. On the contrary, we all would like to see him get help. Oh, yeah. Singing the Mushroom Man songs at inappropriate times is really concerning. I forgot all about that. Yeah, you did that. You screwed yourself with that one, buddy. You made up songs about my manhood. How did that work out good for you? How did that work out for you? How did that work out in negative for you? You screwed the pooch on that one. You really screwed the pooch on that one. God, you screwed yourself. I told you. Sing away. I let you post all those videos so I could copy them, so I could send them to the authorities. You screwed the pooch, dude. You did it to yourself. You got nobody to blame but yourself. And you have nothing to fear except fear itself. The time will come when the FAZIO challenge once again appears, and you will have a choice to make, and you will back down again at that point. Certainly, that is the consensus on YouTube. All right, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Remember, this is just YouTube comedy, baby. YouTube comedy. It's only YouTube when you sing a song about the size of a man's private parts, right? How did that work out for you? The Mushroom Man song was your undoing, and you still sing it. Sing away, buddy. Sing away. You can't hurt my feelings. You just can't hurt my feelings, which is what you're trying to do. Trying to trigger Michael Thomas Fazio to say something to you that you could put in the dossier. Umping Permy from the Philippines, baby. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Louis, thank you. Freebird, thank you. Everybody else, thank you. Umping Permy, of course, means take care always. From the Philippines, baby. Bye-bye for now. That's right.